Oh, it's a beautiful autumn day. You want to come for a mushroom forage? Ooh, look at this. Now these sorry looking mushrooms are a type of mushroom that you have to be very aware of in mushroom foraging. And one of the main things that you're looking at, which is a major warning sign, is these white gills. Yes, and that's because the white gills on this mushroom are indicative of a particular type of genus of mushroom called Amanitas. And Amanita mushrooms are the most poisonous type of mushrooms in mushroom world. Where it is true, not all the mushrooms with white gills have got the ability to kill you. The most poisonous ones that do have the ability to kill you do have white gills, so yes, be very aware. And it's also to be said that not all mushrooms that have the ability to kill you also have white gills, so take that as well. But these white gills are one of the key identifying features of the most poisonous genuses of mushrooms, the Amanitas. Alongside this, a little veil. And then the next key identifying feature I'm looking for is an egg sac, which should be right around here. Yes. Now this mushroom has received a fair bit of damage, so it's going to be relatively difficult to identify, but it's going to be one of three species: Amanita phalloides, Amanita verosa, or Amanita citrina. Amanita phalloides is the actual death cap. Amanita verosa is the destroying angel, and Amanita citrina is the false death cap. Now, Amanita phalloides tends to have a yellowy, eerie tinge to the cap, and this does not. Also, Amanita phalloides tends to grow a little bit later on in the year. Next we have got Amanita verosa. Now Amanita verosa, in my experience, tends to grow a little bit longer and slender with a bigger cap, but you can't always basically just say it grows like this, because there can be unusual types of growth in mushrooms depending on the environment, heat, moisture and things like that. But Amanita verosa also has some kind of a snakeskin pattern on the stem, and obviously there's not much of this mushroom stem left to actually do this with, but I can't see any remnants of this snakeskin stem. Also, Amanita verosa's veil or skirt here also tends to be quite long and is striated. Now, no, it is not. I was wrong. Amanita citrina actually has a smooth skirt, as well as Amanita phalloides and Amanita verosa. The striated skirt is a key identifying feature of another edible Amanita mushroom, the blushing mushroom, or the blusher mushroom, Amanita rubescens. Now I could have just edited this bit out and you would have been none the wiser, but I want to leave this segment in to show that even someone like me who has been foraging mushrooms for many years can get this wrong, and why it's so important to always double check and cross-reference everything with many books. Because it was only upon editing the video and double checking all of the key identifying features that I'm talking about in the video against these books that I realised the mistake, absolute rookie mistake. Now what I actually think this is citrina, and that is the false death cap, and with a quick sniff, hold on, you get a nice pungent smell of raw potatoes, which basically is lending the identification to citrina, which is also a kind of poisonous. I've read a few times that it's actual edible version of the death cap, but now they're saying that it's not, so who knows. But who wants to be messing about with a mushroom to eat that is even remotely closely related to the death cap, because that is a horrible death. And whilst I'm here, one more thing that I missed out on this video is another key identifying feature of citrina, which is the hollowing of the stem in older specimens. But basically the key identifying features of the Amanita family are, you have got a skirt here, you've got white gills here, and then you have got this bulbous base, or what they call a vulva, or an egg sac, which basically means it grows out of a small egg. And also how you tell the difference between a bulbous base and an egg is with this little guttering around the outside, or this little channel. If it's got a bulbous base, it doesn't have this lip. It's basically like this bottom of the base, but it's just there, and it kind of fastens onto the mushroom. But if you have got a little guttering around there, it means it emerged out of an egg. Now either way it makes no difference to me, because basically I'm not going to be risking nothing eating anything like this. But this is one of the most important things, to go out and basically familiarise yourself with the Amanita family, just so you don't make any of these mistakes. Also, you need to familiarise yourself with all the poisonous mushrooms, to be fair with you. They were the mushrooms that I taught myself about the most, because basically if you know all the poisonous ones and the ones that are really going to kill you, which are only actually 1% of the actual mushroom population, then you can easily differentiate between the deadly ones and ones that are just going to make you a little bit ill or maybe have the shits.
But that's going to be it for this one, people. And don't forget, if you like this kind of content and you want to learn about what plants are medicinal, what mushrooms are edible, what mushrooms are medicinal, a bit about bushcraft, foraging, outdoor survival, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And YouTube thinks that you might like this video over here, so why don't you go over there and I'll see you there.